Turn it up. Dollar bets, yeah, we stack it up. Read the lines, read the signs, yeah, we back it up. From the court to the field, watch the money flex. Every play, every move, trying to cash some checks. No guessing, no stressing, just winners talk. Breaking down the odds every time we walk. Big games, big dreams, big bets tonight. From kickoff to buzzer, yeah, we locked in tight. If it's money on the line, we the best at that. Smart plays only, yeah, we all about stats. Beat the odds, it pays. This is all the best. This is dollar bets.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Dollar Bets Podcast, Episode 7. My name is James, and I'm here with my best friend, Kevin, who has a little message to say to every single one of you.
This week's episode of Dollar Bets is brought to you by Pins and Aces. If you're serious about leveling up your golf game, not just how you play, but how you look doing it, you got to check out Pins and Aces. They're a premium golf brand making apparel, bags, and accessories that actually stand out. We're talking high quality polos with clean, bold design, plus some of the best looking head covers and gear in the game. It's the kind of stuff that performs on the course, but also gets people asking where you got it. Whether you're teeing up for a casual weekend round or showing up for the big outing, Pins and Aces has you covered with gear that's built to perform and turn heads. And they make it easy too. Same day shipping out of Colorado, free shipping on orders over $70, and you'll even get a free ball marker when you spend $50 or more. Now here's the best part. Head over to pinsandaces.com and use promo code DOLLARBET to get 21% off your next order. That's DOLLARBET for 21% off at Pins and Aces. Look good, play better, enjoy the game, and let them know that Dollar Bet sent you.
Thank you, my man. So, that was one of the surprises that we wanted to pull out to you guys. Thanks to the great work of Kevin in getting this all together and reading that ad for us. I can't say enough how much I appreciate it, brother. And it's only the first step in a direction that we hope to go to, keep growing. And, big shout out to Pins and Aces for believing in us as well. So,
yeah, first sponsor, and I use a lot of their stuff. I actually have a lot of their head covers, and I have a lot of their polos too. It's like awesome, very lightweight. It's just, and a lot of their stuff is cool too. Cool designs.
yeah, I was looking at a couple things before. I got the Ace/King white rope hat, which once I get on the tee, once I get on the course, I can't wait to wear that, especially during the show too.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's many more to come after that one.
Yep. And like I said, shout out to Pins and Aces again for sponsoring our show. So let's get to it. Today was a big day for Olympic hockey for USA. Only one more to go.
Slovakia sucks.
Yeah. I had one of my coworkers that were like, "Oh, you're gonna watch the game when we put it on the TV in the break room." I said, "No, I don't really have to worry about the team that we're playing. I'm pretty sure that we'll win. 5-0, 6-0, whatever the score is gonna be." And next thing you know, it was 3-0. What, in the middle of the second? I was like, "Yep, I don't even have to worry about it. I'm just gonna prepare for Sunday now."
Yeah, it was just, honestly, it was like I forgot it was on. Pete texted me and he was like, "Hey, you watching US game?" And I'm like, couldn't even keep track of what time it was on. And when I turned it on, it was 2-0. And I'm like, "Oh shit, we're winning. Nice." And then he goes, "Yeah, well, Canada was down 2-0 and they came back and won." And I was like, "All right." And then, like, I don't know what happened. They scored, and then like 15 seconds later, I hear the guy going off again, and I'm like, "This is crazy." And then Slovakia was just in the penalty box the whole third period. It was the most hysterical thing I was watching.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I watched a single minute, if I'm being honest, because I knew they were going to win, and with work and everything. But
Yeah.
glanced at it a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, let's gear up for Sunday. Let's get another nice gold medal. Especially shout out to
Yeah,
the
but can
women
we
for
talk,
doing their job.
dude? Sunday's game's on at 8:10 in the morning.
Yeah, just think of it as like a London game.
Oh God,
Little London back
it's
right back
awful.
to us. Yeah, I felt the same way. What was it? It was a couple years ago when they played Canada. I think again, right? It was like in the middle of the day or something like that.
Yeah. See, when it's
And
in the
they lost
middle of
that
the
game.
day on a Sunday, it's actually kind of nice because there's no football. You got college basketball on, and if they do have premier games on, they're gonna be on around like noon. So it's like that 3, 4 o'clock window is kind of open. Like, yeah, they usually have a golf tournament on, but it's not like one of their big ones. So it's like, dude, put this game on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like USA Canada for gold. Like, what do we do? 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I don't know what time it is. I don't even know where they're playing, honestly. Um,
They're in Italy. They're in
they're in
Italy. It's
Italy.
not like that far away.
So what is that? 8 hours? 6 hours? I don't even
No,
know.
it's like six. It's like six because if WWE does Saudi shows at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, then it's got to be like what 6 hour time difference.
Yeah, six. It's 2 p.m. there, and they have the closing ceremonies. Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's part of the reason. Nah, make it four. Screw that. Screw them. We're taking the goal back anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Just leave the podium open for us. That's it. But yeah. So we'll get ready for that. I'm gonna take USA money line. I don't even care. Uh, we'll make that bet tomorrow. Hopefully they give me like a profit boost or something. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. Um, Turning a little bit over. So what we'll do is that we'll talk a little bit of baseball now, and then we'll get deep dive into college football. College football. Jesus, I still miss football. College basketball slate tomorrow, and then a little bit of preview March Madness and any of our futures, and then we'll wrap it up from there. But in terms of the baseball news, some spring training games started today. It's nice to see Pete Alonso hit a home run for today because well, why wouldn't he after the Mets decided not to re-sign him?
Oh yeah, that's
And
typical.
yeah, I mean, if you don't think he's hitting 45 bombs this year, the next couple of years after that might be nothing. But if you don't think he's hitting 45 this year, then you don't know what it's like being a Met fan. So,
Yeah, it's just to spite you.
hmm and the Orioles won't win, but like it's just like seeing him hit 45 home runs, and like the Mets I think, will make the playoffs, but the Mets will need like a couple home runs, and they don't have any home run hitters. So it's like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go again. We had the home run hitter, and he's gone, and you decided not to pay him. Um, but
Yep.
you see the Tony Clark stuff now with the him resigning because of what he did.
Oh yeah. It's oh my god.
I mean, we'll talk
I
about.
read that. I read that thing and I was like, this is just it's just terrible.
I'm like, what are you doing? What made it worse is that you hired her to join the PA, and then it just continuously to do it, and it's just like, dude, it cannot have come at a worse time for for the MLBPA
Oh,
because
I know
it's
too.
just
Like they're talking about the strike and everything, and then we come to find out that this guy's, banging his sister-in-law.
it's
Like, what are
it's
we doing?
it's honestly it's incredible. I mean, I guess you can't really say you've seen it all until you've actually seen it all, but like this is
Well, listen, when it comes to the
hilarious.
sports world, we've seen pretty much everything far in between when it comes to allegations.
Hmm.
Very rare is there we haven't seen anything yet.
True, very true. I don't know. I think the MLBPA hired the next guy in line. I think what was his name? Bruce something. Um,
Oh yeah, dude,
uh,
they just called up the next guy.
yeah, you had to. You can't put anybody else into this position right then and now, especially with a lockout looming. and
Mhm.
we all know a lockout is coming. And the best is I hear like, oh, I never seen the clubs more unified than this, and they are this year about wanting a salary cap. There's only like two teams that are like against it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but I just can't see. There's not gonna be baseball next year unless there's like a shortened
No,
season, like how NBA did it all those
I
years ago with the lockout.
I don't think so.
No, but I
If
just
it's a
don't.
shortened season, then they're not gonna play until, like, what, August?
No, that's if anything, it'll probably be like July 1st, like July 4th opening day weekend or something like that. You know what? Actually,
So
now that I think about it,
they would probably just take out the All-Star weekend and just make that opening day weekend.
yeah. Well, actually, it. Just made me get thinking because this is what America's two. No, that's this year. I thought it was next year. Sorry. I was gonna say the 250th birthday is on a weekend for America. That would be like MLB's like standpoint of like jumping right in, but that's next. That's this year, not next year.
Yeah,
But
no, that's
that
this
would
year, bud.
definitely, yeah, that would definitely be a thing for MLB to do. But I don't think there's gonna be a season. I'd be very happy if there was, even if I have to take only 100 games. I don't care. You just
I
can't.
As of right now, in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, I really wouldn't care," but then it's like, "All right, at least having something on for a month and a half before football starts is kind of nice." But, like, you take out MLB, it's like after the NHL and NBA playoffs are done in, like, June, you would literally have nothing to watch. Like, what are you gonna watch? Fishing? Like, you gonna watch bowling? Like, there would be nothing on the week during the week.
I'd be
You
calling
would
for curling again. I'm all
bro,
for
it'd be in
curling.
I no, I would just stream. I would just have a stream. I'd be playing college football and just stream every single night.
We should do that next year. We should do that for MLB, like the show, because they're gonna have the game out, obviously. But
Oh,
we should
yeah.
just do that and just have
It's
like tournaments.
Oh, absolutely. We'll just do dynasty and just have seasons. We'll do season mode, and James will play on the day that it's supposed to be. So it's like lockout season, July 2nd, no games. James is playing.
It's just every day. It's gonna be something new, and just follow the schedule. Whatever time the Mets are
Yeah.
supposed to play, that's when I'm playing.
Yep, exactly. Just go off of what their schedule would have been.
So, um, we won't dive too much into that much into baseball, but just a little bit more. I think either next week or the week after we'll have like a full baseball preview. I'll start with the WBC next week, and then the week after, I think we'll do the actual big baseball preview because WBC is coming up, and obviously it's going to be between Japan and USA, and maybe the Dominican Republic. Puerto Rico is missing a lot of guys,
And
obviously, because of the insurance stuff.
it's usually Japan's tournament to lose.
Yeah. I think right now USA is favored at like minus 120. Um,
I'll put money on Japan.
I don't know what Japan is off the top of my head. They got to be at least like plus 130 or plus 140 if that's the case.
They always just seem to win it. Like you follow US as far as you can, and then they get knocked out by some slapdick team or country, and then like Japan ends up winning it. And you're like, oh, okay. That's not a surprise. Everybody
Well,
that comes over here is generational.
yeah, true. I mean, it's really weird because I don't know. All right, so Japan's actually plus 330. That's actually a crazy number.
I might just put $50 on it just
Is
to say.
Otani playing? Yeah, Otani's playing, right? I
He's
think he's
playing
playing.
and they're plus 330. They must suck.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like Dominican Republic is plus 400. They're right next to it. Venezuela is actually below 1,000. That's interesting. I haven't actually looked at the
Hmm.
roster of the team. I'll do that this week, and then we'll go through it next week. But um,
They should just like pool all the like the South American countries together and just call them one unit. Just call them South America. They would be like a dynasty.
um, yeah, Well, as of right now, I'm still probably going to put money on USA, but that's about it. The Japan thing is very
I might just throw a flyer on
tasty.
Japan.
There's like nobody else either. Like you can't. It's just those two teams. Dominican Republic 3, and then Venezuela's plus 900, and then everybody else is plus 1,600 or more. Like
Yeah.
Brazil's plus 40,000.
Throw $1 on it.
I'd throw 10 cents. Screw it. What does 10 cents win me? $400, 40
10 cents,
bucks.
$40.
A dollar would win you what? 400, right? Yep, 400.
$1 would win you 400.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Imagine that. Oh my
Excuse
God.
me. But
Now Detroit starts to come back.
yeah,
Naturally.
whatever. Yeah, I'm not even watching the Purdue game because I already know that's not going to go under just based off how today's going so far. So, speaking of which, let's gravitate
Dive
towards
in.
college basketball. Now we're getting there.
Yep.
So,
couple things I want to get into from this week that kind of pissed me off.
yeah, go. You rip it.
First thing, this kid Taron Peterson from Kansas. Bro, he needs to just figure out what he wants to do and just stick with that plan. Like, did you watch that game where he hit the 3 and he literally turned around to Bill Self and motioned and like Self was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Like he checked himself out of the game in college. And it's like, dude, is this kid just bored? Like, is he like, does he just know that he's just better than everybody else? And he's just like, screw it. I'm just going to check myself out. Like, because when push comes to shove and you have to do these interviews with these, NBA teams and scouts or whatever, you're going to have to either disclose like, yeah, I'm hurt or whatever and blah, 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 blah. Or you're going to be like, well, no, I was just faking it, but I'm not going to fake it with you guys. I want to be here. So it's like either way, this dude is like, either he's seriously injured or this dude just perpetually has the flu for 4 months or he just doesn't even want to play in Kansas anymore. I don't know. Like he's a great player, but he just every time I watch this kid, I'm like, he's just gonna either get hurt, take himself out of the game, or he just doesn't care.
He's
So
a
it's like you can't.
consensus first pick, right? He like if it draft was
Yes,
today, he's the first pick.
if the draft goes today, he would be slated as the number 1 pick.
Hmm.
Which I wouldn't take him if I was an NBA team.
Yeah, watching this is
No,
I
how
hate
can you
that.
trust this kid?
But this is what happens. I'm literally reading Juan's comment. That's what happens when he's watching the bum. It's true. I mean, LeBron's kind of ruined the NBA for me in general. It's really just the Knicks, and that's it. But at the
Yeah,
same time, it's like this is what the NBA has created. Like they are so okay with letting these guys not play, not do this. I've never seen a
yeah.
sport that gets paid so much money. And when I say so much money, like Timothy Mozgov made $20 million a year. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's insane.
But you know
But
what?
bro,
Timothy Mozgov
they're
played every day.
grooming these kids. They're grooming these kids to be load management already.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like they're getting paid buku bucks to play college basketball at some great university, and these legendary head coaches are just falling into maybe not Patino and Izzo, but like Bill Self, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Like I'll let this kid just run all over because eventually he'll play for us. Bro, no, he ain't. Like you're gonna get to the tournament and then his agent's gonna be in his ear and be like, dude, like you don't have to play in this. You're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
number 1 pick anyway.
Yeah. And what's Bill Self
So it's
supposed to
just
do? Like he's gonna
exactly,
lose his
but that's
job
my
if he goes
point.
against them.
But when this kid plays, you could almost see a different way that Kansas plays. Like when this kid is on the floor, they're almost like, great, now we got to give this kid the ball. But when he doesn't play, they go out and beat Arizona by and they crush them. Like it's almost like they rally around the fact that like, hey, we don't need this jerk off. We're good as a team. Like you can stay with your quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote sickness. we don't need you, bro. Like,
Mhm. Yeah,
and then another,
good.
I just can't. I can't because I wanna.
Oh, it
I
ruins the
want
game.
to. What's that?
It ruins the game. It ruins the whole
Of
sport.
course it does. It ruins the game, but then it also ruins the gambling aspect too because you can't get a good read on Kansas with that
Mhm.
line. Like they have a decent line to win the tournament, but how are you like if I knew that Darren Peterson was like 100% playing in the tournament and not taking himself out of the game and is going to be playing at a top-notch level, then yeah, I'm going to bet on the team that's got the number 1 pick in the draft. Everybody did it with Cooper Flagg. Everybody
Mhm.
did it when Duke had Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when you have the consensus best player in the nation on the team, how do you go against that?
No, it's 100% true. And you know what? It's gonna cost so it could be one of two. It's gonna go one of two ways. It's where Peterson comes in and he's amazing, and they go all the way to the Final Four, or it's the complete opposite, and they get bounced to the first round, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I lean towards the latter on that, mainly because it never really does work out, but there are instances where it does. So I'm with you. It does ruin the gambling aspect, and it does ruin the the sport itself aspect. And it's just like this is why basketball itself is losing so much, you know, ratings, everything. You name it. People watch college basketball more because these kids play, but now you're going to get to the point where these kids are going to start doing what Peterson's doing. Like,
Yeah.
I highly doubt that's going to happen. But college seems to survive pretty much everything because the universities are so big, they have so much money built in them that it doesn't really matter
Yeah, the
what they
alumni
do.
is just insane.
Yeah, and it's like all these parents go to watch their kids play, so the places are
Mhm.
always packed. No matter even if we're watching those teams that have 3 people in the stands, but that's a good day for them.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
like the NBA, no one's gonna watch it. Like they're like, yeah, I'm not spending $100 to go to MSG to watch the Knicks get blown out because none of the guys are playing on
Yeah,
purpose.
I know. That's that's what pisses me off.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see.
And another
Good.
no, another thing that pisses me off is the whole Mick Cronin situation. Like, bro, that guy is a loser. Like, you want to talk about losers? That guy is a loser.
You want to talk to me
For
about that
what?
because I'm not sure what I mean, I
Okay,
don't want. I'm not
so
into college like you are with that. So
so basically, what happened was is one of his players got into a like predicament with another player on the other team. So Mark Cronin decides to take the kid out, bench him, and then walks down the sideline on the bench, grabs the kid, and literally tells him to go into the locker room. Self ejects one of his best players into the locker room, kicks him off the thing. Like, and the kid like really didn't do anything egregious. He just had a foul and whatever. And he just kicks him off, self ejects him, and then after the game, they have the media and the press in the back, and they're asking him questions. And one of the media guys is just asking him just simple question, and he goes, "Are you raising your voice at me?" And like the guy was like taken back, and he was like, "No," and he goes, "Yeah, you were. You raised your voice at me. We all heard you raise your voice at me. Everybody here heard that you raised your voice at me." And I'm like, "Bro, like, what are you like? This dude's dad? Like, big time loser." And then he like came out I think he came out today and he issued an apology. And he said, and I quote, "I apologize to Steven Jamerson. I thought he made a dirty play. I was wrong, and I need to dial it back too. Sometimes I'm too candid. I'm lucky to coach here. This brand matters. That's the last thing I want to do is to publicly bring negativity. Jerk off. You did that when you threw the kid out of the game for no reason, and then you verbally assaulted a reporter that's just trying to do his job. Like, kick rocks, bro. I'm sorry. UCLA should have fired his ass.
I mean, I guess you can't like really say in terms of like taking them off the court for whatever you may think a foul was or whatever it is. Because you're taking them off the court. I mean, pushing them back into the locker room may be a little bit much, unless you were that extremely upset. But going at like I agree with you, going after a reporter for just doing his job when he didn't raise his voice. I have to watch
Yeah,
the clip, but I'll take what you on your word. But
I'll send you
for
the I'll
that,
send you the clip now because I had it on my phone and I had to rewatch it a couple times and I was like, did he just say what I think he just said? Like, I don't want to play it over the podcast because I
no, that's
don't think
fine.
we have rights to play it. But it's just, bro, I heard it and I'm like, this has got to be one of the lowest of low life things I've ever heard anybody say to like a reporter. And like this kid, he sounded like a kid. Like he sounded like he worked for like UCLA, like as like an internship, like coming up in media or something. And like he just, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. And Mick Cronin's always been like that his whole career. I don't know. I never liked the dude.
Oh, I
I
know
always
this
thought he
guy.
was a
Yeah, I could tell
yeah.
that bald head
I thought
anywhere.
he was an asshole.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna listen to it. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah. So I didn't like that. And then another thing with the that sucks is I had a future on Texas Tech, and I put that like I don't know a month and a half ago in there when they had like a lot of those good upsets, and then JT Toppin goes down with an ACL injury, and I'm like, ugh, there goes that bet because oh you're here you're listening to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like how he just I don't that rubbed me the wrong way because you're always supposed to be
This guy's
professional
a
in those
loser,
types of
bro.
situations. Oh, he's a loser. He's a loser.
I didn't even
And
finish
like,
it, and he could just tell in his voice.
yeah, like, dude, like, quit being a hardo. Like, and then to come out the next day and say the last thing I want to do is bring negative publicity. Uh, you did a great job of that, pal. Like, he thought his player committed a foul that was so egregious that he literally quoted and said, "I thought it was the same way Pal had an injury in the our Pal had the foul in the St. John's and Providence game." Were you watching that, bro? It was a full-on bench clearing brawl. Like, how can you equate the same foul that your player did to another guy that literally caused benches both to clear and fists to fly? Like,
That was awesome, by the
he's
way.
a he's a moron. Yeah, it was awesome. The guy from Providence, though, I don't know what the hell he did with his hair. He must have lost a fraternity bet or something.
No, dude, I'm telling you, he forgot to water the back his whole head. He only watered the back of his skull.
Yeah, he when he's in the shower, he puts his head down.
Yeah, he's like he's sticking his head out. I can't let the back get wet. I can't do it.
Yeah. Bro, and then I don't know if you heard me too when you were watching the video, but I had a future on Texas Tech, and their best player tore his ACL the other night, and I was like,
That's hopping,
"Oh,
right?
yeah." I was pissed because
That sucks.
Texas Tech's a good team. They have like really good quality wins. They beat Arizona. I think they beat Michigan, and I think they beat Duke or something like that. Like they have like three really, really, really good quality wins. But
Hmm.
you don't know what they're going to be now without this guy. So
Yeah.
just a
Well,
wasted
Toppin
ticket.
was supposed to be in what top 5 drafted.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
No, that's a big one.
No, he's really good.
That's a big one. So, all right. Well, what about tomorrow now? I mean, we have a couple weeks before March Madness. I was
Well,
looking
before we
at
get into tomorrow, I'm
yeah,
just going to say this. This has the capabilities of being an all-time march. Like we've got coaches that are losing their minds, Mick Cronin. We have amazing freshman talent, like the kid that we saw the other. I don't know if you watched the game the other night with Alabama and Arkansas. That kid from Arkansas,
dude,
Acuff.
that kid is
That kid's a stud,
unbelievable.
and he's a freshman. Um, You've got crazy finishes that are probably going to happen. Some of these tournaments, these conference tournaments, are going to be absolute chaos. Um, it's just you look at all the teams that are that are up there. Like Michigan can win it all, Duke can win it all, Arizona can win it all, Houston can win it all. I know they lost to Iowa State, but Iowa State's another team that can win it all. If uh, you know, Mark Few can find something in Gonzaga, which I don't think he will, but they could certainly win it all. Florida can win it all. If Purdue figures it out, Purdue has the capabilities of winning it. Um, and then we have I didn't even say Tom Izzo or Patino, like Michigan State and St. John's. Like there's so many teams that can break through and just make this tournament like honestly amazing. And like these mid-major teams this year, a lot of them are really special, and I could see them knocking off a lot of these like the Clemsons of the world and the Louisvilles of the world and the Vanderbilts. That's going to be the episode before March Madness starts where I'm going to be giving you the teams where I'm like, smell a rat, looks like a rat. It is a rat, and go with the mid-major team against them in like that 4 or 5 seed range.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah,
I was looking at
it's
the futures
honest.
before from what you were talking to me about last week or during the
Yeah.
week, putting money on Iowa State and then on the Florida. Um,
Yep.
I'm going to take those two, and then I'm probably going to take Michigan as well. I know they're kind of a lower number at plus 310,
Um,
but
I'm kind of banking on if Michigan can get bounced in the Big Ten championship, which I don't think they will. Maybe they might drop in odds from like 300 to like 400 or something. But if I'm going to take Michigan, I would probably do it in one of my long shot parlays just because the odds are really low.
yeah.
Um, I have Texas Tech as a future. I gave out Florida and Iowa State, and then I also had the one with Illinois. Um, and the one with Illinois was with Matsuyama finishing top 5 in the Phoenix Open, Seattle winning the Super Bowl, and then I needed Illinois to win the title, the Knicks to win the East, and the Edmonton Oilers to win the West. So
All right.
if
Well,
I was going to pick Michigan, I would do one of those types of parlays where it's like kind of like a, you know, wait and
kind of
see, I
pick.
guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Put like the Dodgers,
Or
championship all in there and stuff like that.
yeah, or you could parlay it with like, if they have lines out for like the NFL week 1, like you look at a line and you're like, all right, yeah, I think this team's going to win week 1, and then you bet on them. I wouldn't do that anyway because I think I saw one of them where like this one guy, he had a parlay with a team winning a national title and the Patriots winning week 1 and they lost to the Raiders. So
Oh God.
I don't know.
Yeah. Easy
Yeah,
schedule.
but yeah, just buckle up because this March could be honestly chaotic. Like
Yeah, I'm looking forward
I
to it.
think the top teams might stay there, like the Arizonas and the Michigans and the Dukes of the world. But I'm telling you, there's gonna be quite a few pickoffs. I could smell it, I could feel it.
Hmm.
Um, and I haven't felt that way in a while.
It's not going to be like last year where it seemed like it was the top four teams and that's pretty much it.
Oh, last year was chalk city.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a lot different this year, especially with the wild card of
Yeah, because
Peterson not knowing.
on any given night, somebody can be picked off. Any given
Hmm.
night.
You think Peterson wakes up every day and then he chooses the left side or right side to get out of his bed? And then he's just like, no,
No,
I'm not going to do it today.
I don't. I don't think he gets out of his side of the bed. I think he gets out feet first.
He's got to be that guy.
Man, he's just weird. He's a
It's just
weird dude.
he levitates from the middle of the bed up across his headrest or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, jerk off. I would be pissed if I was, rooting for Kansas like religiously and knew that we had the best player in the nation and this dude just doesn't even care.
Yeah, it's
Like
always
Duke would
bad.
have that if he played for Duke, Duke would have him on a cross.
Oh, Krzyzewski. Oh yeah. Well, not Krzyzewski anymore, but he would have he wouldn't even been on the team. There was no chance he was ever
No,
going to make the team.
No one cares about Kansas. People in Missouri do,
Yeah, all 7 of them. Uh,
and Kansas.
all
Because they
right.
got to be. We got to have Kansas City in Missouri, but have a state named Kansas. I don't know. I digress.
So one family. No, that's Alabama. Um, so tomorrow the early slate. Speaking of Kansas, is on there. It's the same thing. um, Florida, Ole Miss, Creighton, St. John's. Can't bet on that, so it don't even matter. Wake Forest, Virginia Tech.
I hate that. They got to fix that. You know how many? And I say this all the time. I could have had probably one of the best years I've ever had if I were able to bet on New York teams or against New York teams.
Yeah,
I would have made a
because
killing if I could bet against Niagara. God, that team
Niagara.
sucks. They've been perpetually awful the past 3 years.
All they do is fall. Good one. Um, Rutgers, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Kansas. Is Peterson playing tomorrow, or is it too early for him?
It might be too early.
Yeah, 1 o'clock game.
Uh, Sneaky good game, 1 o'clock. Marshall, Coastal Carolina. Marshall came back in that win against Appalachian State. That was a really, really entertaining game, and it's like getting very, very close now in the Sun Belt.
Interesting. I have to look through it.
Yeah,
All right,
Marshall.
so
I want to say Marshall is. Are they
mhm,
underdogged again? It might be underdogged again. If they're
I think they
underdogged
are.
again, I'm gonna take them.
Yeah, they're. Oh no, they're actually favored now.
They are favorite. Okay.
Yeah, only by a point though. Coastal won there last time, and they were plus 9.5.
Yeah, but they've been. I don't know, dude. Something about Marshall. Marshall's been playing pretty good last couple days.
Yeah,
Where
USA,
a lot of my
Old Dominion. Yeah,
a lot of my picks are coming in where it's like just depending on how teams are playing right now because a lot of them it's really like yeah you can go off of records and stuff like that like if a team is really good but like in conference play it's just you got to just go with the hot hand team because anything can happen.
yeah. I agree
I
100% with
mean you
that.
knew that you knew that with some of these first halves, bro. Like dude, right now like I'm watching this Detroit game and Detroit's up by 6. They were
Yeah,
like
and you think
anything
it's
can
like they
happen.
had a good record in the first half against teams, so it was, and I
Oh,
think
I know.
what's his name, Milwaukee wasn't that good either. So I was like, all right, well that's a perfect number. I
Nope.
think it's starting. So the first halves are good. I think it's starting to dwindle down now because the better teams are starting to show up, and teams are starting to play a little bit more tight. So I'm gonna
Of
keep
course,
rocking.
bro.
Yeah, it's getting
It's this
towards that
conference
time.
thing.
Yeah.
I would be very weary on taking first half overs on anything over like 71.
Hmm.
Um, and especially with the teams that are playing. Like if you look and don't get me wrong, your system that you had, it was great. It was a good system the way that you were working it. But now, and this is just a free plug for this site, team rankings. Go there, look on which teams are best offensively, offensive rating, like efficiency, and see how they stack up against conference play.
Hmm.
Because yeah, they could be like 90% efficient on offense, but in conference they're like 70. And you're just looking on what their overall rank is, but in conference play they're terrible. Like so a lot of these games and I've noticed it's like a lot of like 50, 60. Like it's just very weird first halves. If
Hmm.
anything, you should start looking into the second half demographic
Yeah, I think so.
because
When I figure
a
this,
lot of these teams that are coming out like really cold in the
yeah.
second half, there's way more points to be had because there's a lot more fouling and
Hmm.
situations if it's tight.
Well, you know what's funny because when I did the started doing the first half, um, last year during the time I was looking at the same site that I showed you, the same app, and like you
Yeah.
said, a lot of these second halves now, because the better team usually comes out as the winner, but they're down at half. So
Exactly.
the line is lower. They might be a plus 110 if they're down by like 7. And college basketball, it's just literally a game of runs. So is basketball itself, but especially college.
And that's another thing too. And I'm gonna try to see if I could find somewhere where I could put it into like a model. And I think I know somebody that does this, and I could probably just use theirs and plug it and play it into the Discord. But they
Hmm.
have like what is called efficiency runs. And like you could see like towards like the bottom of it, it's like which teams are the best that go on like runs for, spurts where it's like Michigan and Arizona, I think are the 2 best teams in the country on runs. Like they could kill you with runs in like seconds. Like,
Yeah.
and then there's teams that are just awful. Like they don't do any runs. Like they
Hmm.
could barely score a point. At like going back to the Niagara. Uh
Yeah.
but
No, that makes
it's
sense.
just you have to, and a lot of these conference tournaments games, guys, me and James, yeah, we're gonna throw out picks, we're gonna give out, our best bets, but just be on the alert for the lives, because I'm telling you, a lot
Yeah,
of
lives
these
are huge
lines
now.
are live. Like lives for conference tournament play is, it's key of cashing and making your profit,
Hmm.
because a lot of these Vegas lines, what they'll do is they'll like to evaluate the situation more than it really is, where a team that's like awful and it looks like they're upsetting somebody, they're up by like 8, like James said, and then the favorite team will still be like, minus 110 or plus 105. And then you're looking at it and you're like, dude, this team's down by 8. They can't make a shot. Nothing's going on. Hammer them. Hammer the
Yeah.
better team, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to win.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen it a bunch of times, which is kind of why I drifted towards the first halves, because the whole time I was like, listen, I feel like these are good bets. They're just not dropping because of A, B, or C, and the team that's supposed to lose comes all the way back and scores 15 points in the second half. So I was trying to like eliminate that. So that's how I got into like the first half area. And I think what next year I'll do, especially with college basketball, is not only just the first half, and I'll see if I could kind of correlate it now too, but I'm not as
Yeah.
sure. Is the the pace of how they play, because there's been so many times that I've taken overs that all the numbers say pick the over, but they come up to the court and they just stand there for 15 seconds, let the clock go, and I'm like, guys, I need you guys to move, like somebody move, and it's like if they're fast and pace, they're looking to run, obviously, and that helps with overs. And I think the book will adjust to that. But if I can get two teams, or two teams, one's in the top 10 or top 15 apace, but then the next one's in the top 50, that equals out to something that I would like, instead of like top 10 and then top 100 or top 150, because the
Yeah.
way it all breaks down is that when they come up to that court and they're like waiting for the 20 seconds, I'm literally screaming at the TV. I'm like, guys, you have to move. Like, I understand that 7 minutes left. You're down by 6. Like, you don't want to get down too much more. I'm like, go, go, go. And they just, they're just standing there looking at the lights like, hey, we're just going to wait for, the time to go down and then we'll move. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to see if I could do that for the next couple weeks. I might start going away from the first halves, like you said, and stick with a lot of the live bets. Um,
Just do
and
live second halves, bro. Just
yeah,
watch a game, analyze a game that you like at the like pick you do your best bets like how you usually do, and say to yourself like, okay, if I were to do the first half in my head, like, yeah, I would take this team, I would do this over. And if it hits, all right, whatever. But if you see the line for second half on the game that you liked originally, and you're like, I'm watching this game screams that it's going over. Let me just smash, whatever, or take a team prop. Like if you think that if they have live team props out there where like they're their total at the beginning of the game was like 63, and then at half it's like 70. Just take it, run with it, because if they're hot, they're hot.
The hot, yeah. All right, well, let's see what we can adjust to. I know tomorrow usually they have those big steppies and boost builders, and I got about 3 weeks left to hit one of those, and I'm itching to hit one of them.
Yeah,
And I think I,
I had two parlays this week. It was nice. They actually
yeah.
saved me on my
Well,
units.
well, yeah. I mean, same here, bro. Last Saturday we're 1-6 in the straights, but thank God for the one parlay because if that doesn't hit, then I'm looking at a horrendous day.
Oh,
And
that was like this week. Like it was I think I went 17 and 22 on straight bets, which isn't
mm,
like, yeah, it's bad. You're down 5 units on it. But like when you hit a plus 300 parlay and then a plus 1300 parlay, you're looking pretty good.
yeah, because
At,
that's what
at half units. Yeah,
those are what is like meant for that also as well. Like obviously you're not going to hit every parlay. That's
never.
obvious.
It's like buying a scratch off at the gas station. You're not going to
Yeah,
win every time, but when you do win, it feels amazing.
feels amazing and it wipes out everything that you just did. So like if you had a bad
Yeah.
day, it's great. You're like good. I go right back to zero or a little bit above. But if you have a great day and then hit that, that's even better. I think I had like what one of them this week. No, that was last week where I was 3-0 and hit the parlay. So that was like even better. So last week was a much I think 6 unit last week's that I was up, but this week I was like a down a unit, and that's because that parlay saved me. That parlay saved my ass. So
Yep.
that's why we kind of preach with keep the keep the straight bets, keep on your unit, don't go over what you're trying to bet. Don't, $50, don't do 75 unless you feel really confident, but even that just be responsible. And throw a $5 on those parlays because if one of them hit, you're making up anything that you've lost. And if you haven't lost anything, then you just keep bankrolling like crazy.
Yep.
So,
And then that's another thing too where I'm gonna talk about also is um in the announcements channel that we do have on this. I'm also going to post the promo code that I threw out for the first sponsor at the beginning of the show. And then I'm also going to throw out the link for the Dollar Bets website because we do have our own website now. You can go there. I will be trying to make blogs once a week. There's already 3 blogs that are up there now that you can go look at. One of them describes about, you know, units and how you should bet and just responsible. So I urge everybody to go check that out. And that link too for the website, it'll be everywhere. It'll be, on the Apple, it'll be on our YouTube and everything like that. So
mhm. Yep. And I appreciate again all that for you, brother. I appreciate that a lot. Kev's been working overtime for
yep.
this while I've been working like crazy. Um, so he's deserves a lot of the credit for this, and we can't wait to keep continuing to grow. So before we get
And
out
right
of
to the
here,
moon.
yep, right to the moon, Dogecoin, Dogecoin, or the uh, dollar bets marker,
Dollar coin.
dollar coin. Um, so before we leave, let's do a little something with the 2 people in the chat right now. Audrey left, but Ange and Juan. Let's all pick a leg for tomorrow, and we'll do a little four man parlay for the
Ooh, I
basketball
like that.
games tomorrow, right?
All right.
S-
Yep, one.
So, and by the way, our YouTube subscribers now are up at 60. I cannot thank everybody
Hell yeah.
more. I
Let's
can't
go.
I can't believe that we've gotten from literally a week ago. Not what it was a Saturday when it got up there, Sunday.
Saturday, when I posted that we had our own YouTube page, I think we were when I sent it to you, I think we were at like 5 or 6. And then yesterday we were at like 30, and today we're at 6. We doubled that in a day.
I mean, it it just goes to how much hard work we've put in, but we cannot do this without everybody who's subscribed. Thank you to everybody. It's all because of you guys that
Yep.
this is even happening. The sponsorship is because of you guys. The the fact that we're making all these podcasts and these bets, it's been nothing but a great ride. It's been a great start to the 6 weeks or going on 7 weeks of having this Discord open, and it brings a tear to my eye because it just you know
It's something that we
thinking
wanted forever, bro.
thinking at 19
You
years
know, and
old,
now
20 years old in
and
the
now
basement.
now we're doing it, man. This
Yep,
is it. Nut up or shut up time.
yep, absolutely. All right, so before I start crying, let's get these picks in for tomorrow. I'll let you go first. I'll let Ange and Juan, go through a game, pick one, and then I will throw one in myself, and
All
then
right.
we'll try to put it together.
I got a couple good one, and it sucks because the one I want to do in the parlay, it's not live right now. And I've been riding with this team for the past couple weeks, and I've been actually making money on them. But I'm gonna switch, and I'm just gonna go with what I know, and I'm gonna go with Bama LSU over 172.5.
Is it not up right now?
Um, no, that one is up. The one that I wanted to give out was NJIT. They're playing
Oh,
Vermont. NJIT has covered the spread in eight of their last 10 games. They're hot right now. They're one of the hottest teams in that conference. I want to take them, but I want to be able to give out an actual
gotcha.
play. So I'm going to do one of my best bets for tomorrow, and that is Bama and LSU over 172.5. After
Gotcha.
watching what Bama did the other night, I think it's just on principle that I have to take Bama overs. I mean, I had a 10 unit max parlay on it the one week. So,
Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you.
spoiler, maybe we
Spoiler
see
for
that
me.
again.
Let's hope. All right. Juan, Ange, if you have any games you would like to put in, I'm gonna
Juan,
look
come
through
out.
for
Give me
mine.
something sick. You
Yeah,
sicko. Give me something sick. You gave out Bobo. Give out something sick. Go
yeah.
find a team that plays in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. Let's see.
I swear to Christ, if he puts Mississippi Valley State, I'm going to die.
Well, Ange is going
UCLA
to
plus 6. You're
UCLA.
really going to make me have to put money on the guy that I said was a jerk off? All right. Juan, we can't bet Army. We
Yeah,
can't
we
bet
can't bet
Army. We're in
Army,
New York.
unfortunately.
One
I should
job.
have known that Juan was going to pick Army. I should. That was low hanging fruit, and I missed it.
All right. So we got Bama, LSU,
Mhm.
UCLA. Juan, just go look out somewhere in the middle of nowhere and pick a team out there. Go to
Leave the
the
house.
Juan, go to the Southland Conference. Pick a game out of there.
The Southland. What the fuck is that?
Hey, listen, that's a good conference. They got a lot of good teams out there. Northwestern State. I think they got Texas A&M, Corpus Christi,
Yeah, whatever you say.
uh, UT Martin. Yeah, I mean, you know, watch them on every given night. What do you like? You still looking?
I'm looking, but I think I may have settled on something. I just don't like the number. Uh,
Well, what is it? I can tell you right now.
well, it was the Virginia Tech West Wake Forest game. I might take the over 151 and a half. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll put that.
I'll go with the over.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't mind it because the line when it opened was 151. Juan, we can't
Lemoyne.
take Lemoyne.
It's a New York school. What? You live in Florida, please.
Juan, for the love of God, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, somewhere out there. Longwood, I don't care.
Roy.
I said LaTroy.
I like how he goes, how the fuck am I supposed to know? I isn't smart.
What did you say? You said Wake Forest, Virginia Tech? That's 151.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did I not say 151?
There?
You hear me?
Don't tell me this thing came out again.
I did say it. Okay. Kev, you here? Oh, no, there goes Kev. All right. Tennessee money. He said Tennessee money line.
All right, good. At least we got a plus money bet.
Yeah. All right. So
Actually,
Tennessee.
Juan, sneaky. I actually really like that play. And honestly, that was on my radar. So
Okay. All right. So we got Alabama, LSU 171.5, UCLA plus 6.5, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech over 151.5, and Tennessee money line for plus 1575. I was hoping more
let's
people were
do
in
it.
here so I can get it higher, but it's all right.
Well, if Andre was still in here, we could have gotten something.
They would have just picked Michigan and call it a day.
That's fine. I would have just. It's
Do
better
you
than
want to?
nothing.
Do we want to add Michigan in his honor? I mean, he was here for 50 minutes, so
Well, one of my bets that I do like is Michigan's team total, but you can't get the team total right now. I've hit honestly every single time I bet Michigan, I take their team total. I want to say I've hit it 5 out of the last 5 times.
score so many points.
I know.
I'll,
The
I'll let
line
I'll let
last week was 80.
I'll let Juan and Ange decide if we want to take Michigan.
And don't do don't do the bet now. Wait until tomorrow when we get the boost.
I mean, I'll take it now because I'm using that boost for something else.
Well, the boost hasn't even come up yet on mine.
I know. So I'm gonna wait for it tomorrow. Dude, fuck does Purdue Indiana get? I don't know.
Why? What is it?
All right, no Michigan.
No
All right, so
Michigan for
let's.
me. All right,
All
fuck
right, so plus
Michigan then.
1575. All right, cool. We
All right,
Gucci.
that's the parlay then.
All right.
Well,
Well, I hope we hit it so we can laugh at everybody who didn't join the show.
yeah, they'll be listening to it in the funny papers. See you in the funny papers.
So, all
Ugh.
right, locked and loaded in the group. Well, I think that's it
Want
for
to say
me.
thank you again to everybody, and
Yes, cannot stress
big
that
things are
enough.
coming. Big shows are going to be coming. So
Yeah,
be on the lookout for that. Um,
we
it's
might
going to
do
be
we might do live next week on YouTube now that we can. Again, thank you for everybody for that. So I don't
yeah,
know about. So we'll talk about it. It might be next week. It might be the week after, or it might just be. Uh,
might be a
we
surprise
might.
show. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? So it may pop over to YouTube. It may stay here. We'll let everybody know though. So
Yeah,
thank you,
we
everybody.
won't let everybody in the dark.
No, thank you everybody for joining. Again, thank you to all of you for subscribing. You've made this possible. Thank you again to there's a lot of people to thank, but Pins and Aces, of course, to for sponsoring us, and we
Taking a
can't wait to
shot on
keep
us.
growing. Yeah, because I really want to play golf now, and I might just get more stuff.
Oh, I can't wait. The minute that I'm able to go out, and I usually play like by myself in Pine Island, the par three course. The minute that I could have the chance to just go out there and play there, I'm going there because it's literally like $10 to play. If you
We got to
if you
see
get a
what the
bucket
weather
of
is. We got to see what
if
the
you get
weather
a
is when
bucket
we
of
go to
balls,
AC.
yeah, if you get a bucket of balls and uh you go back inside, your round I think is cut in half, and the round to begin with is only $20. So I
Oh,
usually go there to work on my short game
yeah.
for the league that I do in the summer.
Gotcha.
So I can't wait. And I
Yeah,
got
I
brand
can't
new
wait either.
irons.
I gotta get new clubs. Although I never like to.
So
I don't like to leave my old ones with my grandfather. So, but
no, I
we'll
hear
see.
you. But thank you again, everybody. We will talk to you soon. Uh, Picks will be out tomorrow morning, most
Yep.
likely. But yet again, another showdown in the books. Just want to say appreciate everybody.
Juan, you're too late. I'm not adding it to the parlay. Thank you, everybody. Talk
Baseball.
to you later.
See ya. Peace. Love you.